And get ready for the thunder of the shaft drive oil injected class already bottoming the suspension as they go over the steel start gate. And we're underway.
They roar down the starting line. And look at that hole shot, Jason Wygant. The transponders are even tiny. They're about as big as a battery. The whole front number plate is a transponder.
Cooper Langdon on the number 22 has got the hole shot. I think it's either 77 right there with him. There is the number 3 of Shooty down to the inside.
Bumped him right out of the way.
On the 45 of Cason Taylor.
That was impressive. He hit plastic handle grips with him.
I think they did. They're swapping plastic.
Tough break.
Two riders go down.
The 23.
The 23. They're both up and okay. That's Axel Griggs on the outside who went down.
Oh, what a name, Axel Griggs. Here we go through the 10 Commandments. They hadn't got to that in Bible study yet, but they'll get to the 10 Commandments
Trying to see
enough.
if that's the 11 of Tucker Johnsmeyer or the 17 of Anthony Lozano in the lead. It's, to me, they're 11 or 17. Whoa, we got riders go way across the track to try to find some smooth real estate. Kind of critical on these motorcycles.
I would just go around those jumps, too. And the violin work here is really masterful. Just like these young men riding.
Wait a minute, I'm going to go with 77, Carter Holmes out of Middleburg, Florida.
Okay, all right, I couldn't hear it. Now I hear it, man. That's all right. That's sweet.
Here we go into that sand section. You got to go all the way to the outside. That's the only smooth real estate. Let's see if anyone tries to run the real rollers down there on the inside. Nope.
Don't do it. Working on our first lap here. Cooper Langdon with that early hole shot, but we're not sure where Cooper is just yet. Thankfully, the parents will color code the bikes, kind of set some of them apart, and look at the battles now starting to shape up.
Yeah, that's Carter Shooty on the number 3. We talk about it all the time. You see a single-digit number in a 4 to 6 class. That means he was podium overall last year, 1 year younger than most of the riders in the class. So now Shooty is back.
So it brings all that years of experience back to the ranch at age 6.
He's been a podium guy before. He's been in the drill before.
Stay in it to win it.
Shooty, I think he's up to 3rd right now.
Look at this. Look at this battle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 kids have definitely separated themselves. Look at that. Then you got the next batch of riders. We've staggered the competition. Here's what it looks like. 7 riders deep. The crowd is into it. First lap.
Oh, the fans come to life when they're up along the fence line. Couple riders down. Everybody back up. Carter Holmes, as I said, 77 in the lead. Parker Beckington is 2nd. Then it was Cason Taylor and Carter Shute battling it out. Look at that. Bar to bar as we turn past the billboards.
Tiny little bar to bars, but still bar to bar nonetheless.
And what I was talking about during the track resurfacing for this, they didn't smooth any of that out so much. There's some big old bumps for these riders.
Those little size 5 Ts working through the rough stuff.
Carter Holmes still holding the lead to 77. Whoa, feet off the pegs. Easy to do when you have approximately 2 inches of ground clearance. Easy to get those feet ripped off. And then the high grip rubber foot peg. There is a 77. Look at that riding style.
The number 3 of Carter Shute is on the move.
Shooty moving up on him.
Shooty.
Yeah,
Pat
Shooty. Yeah, Pat Shooty up to the number 2 spot. And the 22, is that Langdon? Is he back?
I believe it is. Man, after that little spill, he's right back in the mix.
I believe we saw the lap time Shooty and Langdon battling it out in practice on Monday. So we've got 3 fast riders up front.
My man says, I'm going inside. I'm going to roll the dice here. Look at the form there in the deep ruts on the P-Dub, and he almost makes it work, Jason Wygant.
That was unbelievable.
Training.
But over the back fender is Shooty, able to hook up and hold off Cooper Langdon.
That was Cason Taylor with the rut work there. Precise moves there by that young man. On the 46, he's coming. But here comes the number 3 of Carter Shooty, taking a shotty at your leader on that number 77. And that is Carter. What's up, Holmes? So a pair of Carters going at it.
Oh, Carter trying to get to the inside on Carter.
Carter on Carter crime here. Holmes with the red front wheel, though, the blue back wheel. That's intimidating, but he makes the pass. The number 3 of Carter Schutte is out front. And they
pride
slam.
of Club MX. They said their 2 other amateur riders ended up getting hurt and couldn't race. So the hopes and dreams of Club MX are on the shoulders of that man up front.
Pressure.
That man,
that young man,
the 6-year-old man child, in the lead right now.
Woo! Switching the lineup. Grabs another gear. There's only one. Grabs the only gear he has. The number 3 now of Carter Schutte. Short Shooty.
All right, we're going to complete lap number 2 right now. Can Carter Schutte get away? Had to work hard to get that lead.
9 more minutes to go, Jason. Well, I got plenty of time for these kids. 4-bike breakaway, I should say. Now being led by Carter Schutte.
Look at this. Swapping plastic. We know it's identical.
One big piece of plastic. It's all one piece. Listen to that crowd, Jason Wygant. The ambiance, the pride, the prestige there. Wow, he almost tried to clear that step up. What the heck?
Schutte trying to get away. Cooper Langdon did it. He's moved back up to the number 2 spot. As you watch that battle, see the 46, Carson Taylor, trying to get inside of Holmes in the 77. Cooper Langdon, he got the whole shot. He drifted back. He's made it up to 2nd, and we might have a battle here between Langdon and Schutte before it's over. This is an absolutely atrocious choice of music here for our shaft drive oil-injected class. I'm just making my feelings known.
There it is, the number 22. He got the whole shot. He went down, but Cooper Langdon, don't count him out just yet. With a name like Cooper, he's coming. Cooper Langdon on the hunt. He's going after, and I think it was Carter Schutte that he kind of tangled with. At least I know they touched bars for a moment. Tiny little handlebars.
Well, this is just like when we had yesterday, Hayden Deegan up front, Casey Cochran in 2nd. It is a lap time stopwatch battle royal right now between the hammering, charging, aggressive man-child of Cooper Langdon and the experienced veteran,
savvy veteran
Carter Schutte.
Carter Schutte, the number 3 on his plate. That is intimidating enough.
There is no difference between watching Jeff Emig and Mike Brown and Keith Johnson on the podium in our 45-plus class earlier today and what we're getting right now out of our P-Dub riders. There is Carter Schutte out of North Carolina. Rides and trains at Club MX in the lead, but I think the 22 of Cooper Langdon is coming. He's closing the gap.
They're pulling away a bit from Cason Taylor. 7 minutes to go. That means 7 minutes till we hit the 10-lap mark. Not really. They loaded it up, threw it in the back seat, rolled out here to Loretta, Lynn. You literally could come in a minivan and have plenty of room for the family, the bike, the gear, the whole deal.
Can Schutte hold on? It looks like Langdon continues to close the gap. Shout out to the 46 of Taylor in 3rd, keeping them in sight. It's unbelievable how fast they are going on these bikes. It doesn't look all that slow.
No, they're cruising pretty good.
Considering they have
a lot of these kids
virtually no power.
They probably still race the Cobra as well. This is just an extra class they're racing.
And
here, if they happen to make it,
almost non-existent on these
so
bikes.
They love. It's like when the kid gets to ride finally the 250F after being on the Super Mini. He doesn't want to step down to the PW anymore. He wants to ride that junior Cobra. Yeah.
So there's your battle. Every bit as heated as the great rivalries of the past here at Loretta Lynn's. Schutte and Langdon.
Get used to saying that. It's Bailey RJ 1986 all over again.
And the crowd absolutely loving it.
Sounds like Anaheim right there.
Finally got to hear what these people sound like.
Yeah.
Been drowned out by motorcycles all day.
They are into it. There's your leader. We follow him. The number 3 of Carter Schutte, a 302. And you're right, Cooper Langdon matches him with a 302. You're not going anywhere, man. Look at the photogs there getting the shot. Mechanics will yell now and literally look over at you because they can hear you. Look at that, bouncing through those ginormous Mike Treadwell bumps.
It's nice at Treadwell to suck it in, suck those cheeks in.
Yeah, just lay
make
down,
it a little bit smaller.
A little bit smaller for the little guys. Really blew it out there later on when the track got really rough. His face was all swollen up when we were riding over the top of it.
All right, Langdon. Let's look at the lap times here. A blistering, look at that, they match each other. A 3:02.7 for Schutte, a 3:02.4 for Langdon. We saw the same thing in practice yesterday. No mind games, both put the transponders on.
Incredible. You can't run from it anymore. One of them didn't run the transponder, trying to hide from them, not letting them know, show their cards.
Case and Taylor's third, Carter Holmes fourth, Braxton Hallbrooks fifth, Parker Beckington is sixth, Calvin Smallridge seventh, Caverick Stewart eighth, Enzo Pasca and Talon Robertson rounding out the top 10.
I know we got a good battle up front with Schutte and Langdon going on right now, and only about a second and a half separating those two riders, but I'm seeing something develop back there from that fifth place. Been watching Braxton Hallbrooks the last lap or so. He's about 4 seconds behind Carter Holmes, but it was also 4 seconds faster, so this might get interesting as we wind down lap number 4 as we're seeing the battle start to shape up for fourth place.
Yeah, you saw that pack come through. It's pretty close, first through seventh. And there is a 27-second gap going back, and then another pack of riders.
Race cooking
seventh,
now, though.
eighth, and more. Langdon still closing on Schutte. This is good.
Yeah, he's as close as he's been pretty much the entire race now. Now lap traffic could come into play. He's going to rev that PW up, let the guys know in front of him that he's coming.
Wow, you can do that?
Yeah, there's no clutch. You can't do that. You would crash into the guy going into a turn if you revved it into him. So lap traffic coming, and here comes Cooper Langdon. He is coming as well. Easy to pick him out. Cooper has the white helmet. Carter has the black helmet. Just basic colors, trying to help you out here if you're some of the younger kids watching their 5-year-old peers out here. I don't know numbers, I know colors. Talk to me about colors.
Cooper Langdon, this might be the first. He is backed by Stasic out of Encinitas, California. So we are now
first
seeing
to graduate through the Stasic program.
Through the Stasic program onto the real motorcycles. So we are seeing the impact of the Stasic right now.
That's impressive.
You know, the Stasic is actually designed, they put a really short seat post on it to make it more comfortable riding standing up and sitting down. They try to teach these skills. Talking to Ryan Raglan, who invented that. Ryan Raglan's actually racing. He qualified this year. But he's like, yeah, the bicycle people are always like, why don't you just put a taller seat on that? He's like, it's a motocross bike. You want to be comfortable standing up, not sitting down. And you see the style that these kids have right now. We're going to call it the Stasic generation for sure. Carter Schutte, this time able to put a little bit of time in Cooper Langdon. The gap is 2.5 seconds. A little bit further back, you got Carson Taylor and Carter Holmes battling it out for third and fourth. There they are, past that Monster Energy bridge. There's your leader, Schutte.
Very steady, consistent, mature rides as you would expect out of 5- and 6-year-old riders. No mistakes. That's the 46 of Cason Taylor now, as he has seems to be catching the 22 of Cooper Langdon. Nope.
Oh,
there
Cooper
it is.
Langdon goes down.
The
Second
pressure.
place. Yep.
The pressure coming from our third place rider, Cason Taylor, and he was able to thankfully keep that bike running because they just run, lean, they can fall right over, they'll run.
There's almost no chance the bike would have stalled, Bubba.
No, and it's got that jet ski deal where it comes off and it'll circle the rider until he gets back on the PW and gets back on the racetrack.
They have a magnetic tether that attaches to the rider's wrist on the E50s that we'll see in a little bit.
Right.
What you want to do is make sure that doesn't fall off when you have the bike in the back of your truck on the way to the racetrack. I learned the hard way.
Oh, so that'll cost you.
Yep, because it's magnetic. It's designed to pull off easily, so it stops the motorcycle when the rider tips over. Look at this battle. Cooper Langdon shrugging it off, makes the mistake, coming right back.
So I'm assuming that he lost his?
Yes. The moral of the story is it blew off and he had to buy another one, and that stings, and he likes to talk about it at every opportunity. One lap, white flag is out. There's the number 3 of Carter Schutte.
Pretty impressive little run here, I think, by these 4- to 6-year-olds. I mean, there's a few 7-year-olds that are AMA, obviously 6-year-olds in this class as well, but kind of consistent through that top 10 if you take a look at it here in the closing moments and laps of this. Schutte, Langdon, Kaysen Taylor in third, Carter Holmes in fourth, Braxton Hallbrooks. I really expected to see him. Well, he is right there trying to get around Holmes at this particular point now, because Holmes falling back a spot there. Parker Beckington in sixth, Calvin Smallbridge in seventh, Caverick Stewart eighth, Enzo Posca ninth, and Talon Robertson rounding out the top 10 as the Checkers are out in this one, and Carter Schutte takes a Moto 1 win on the number 3, a top 3 finisher from the 2020 season as he returns to the ranch atop the box. Kaysen Taylor will finish up in second aboard the 46. And look at that, Braxton Hallbrooks does make that last lap push up into the number 3 position as he pops off a 3:02.085 there on that final lap of racing. One of the faster laps, if not the fastest lap of the moto. I see Carter Schutte at a 3:02.7, but that 3:02.464 even being that on the last lap. Cooper Langdon in fourth, Carter Holmes in fifth, Parker Beckington sixth, Calvin Smallbridge in seventh, Caverick Stewart is eighth, Enzo Posca finishes ninth, Talon Robertson holds on for what looks like the number 10 spot here at Loretta Lynn's. And folks, just want to remind you, don't forget, coming up here in just a little bit over at FMF, we've got, of course, chapel services with MXers for Jesus. Kevin Kozak coming up at 7 o'clock, and then about 8:30 or so, 7:30. And then we'll have FMF karaoke coming up tonight as well. So we hope to see you folks over for that. Right now, we'll see you down at the podium with Jason Wygant in our top 3 overall.
Yep, and the number 3 is now number 1, the Intimidator, Carter Schutte, taking the win. The pride of Club MX. If you see this guy on the Club MX Instagram, it's pretty impressive what he can do. Man, they were not letting it. Here, I'll get this for you. You had a bunch of kids right behind you. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Did you feel the pressure?
Yeah.
Are you sweating?
Yeah.
You seem clean. It doesn't even look like you rode. Your bike is clean. You're clean. You don't even look like you're sweating. Where do these skills come from, man? Where do you get this fast, this young? What did you do?
Trained hard.
That's right. Trained hard. Who do you want to thank?
Mom, Dad, my trainer, Hayden, ATVs and more, Yamaha, Pirelli, 100%, ProFlow, Club MX, FXR, Hi Tom, 6D, ProFlow. Everybody else I forgot, thank you.
There it is, everybody. Carter Schutte has the gold, winning the first moto. That's a good battle. You can keep the bike up here. You can go hang out. Good job, everybody. And we'll be back for 2 more of these. It was pretty chaotic back there. It ended up being Kaysen Taylor taking second in that one. Kaysen was up front, majority of the moto. Here we go. Where's our silver? Did you get a silver medal? Where's our medals? Don't know where our medals went. I'll get to you in a second. Come on over here. Let's hear it for Kaysen taking second place. Come out front. All right, Kaysen, how was your moto? Tell me about it.
Good.
You having fun here?
Yeah.
What do you do off the track to have fun here at the ranch? What do you do to hang out with your buddies? Where you go?
River.
All right. Who do you want to thank?
My mom, my dad, my uncle, God.
He's good. All right, let's hear it for him. Second place finish. And we have the medals. Here, we'll crown you. Here, turn right here. And there's your silver. All right, Kaysen Taylor, second place. Take some pictures with the silver. Yeah. And this is a good comeback right here. Late in the race, a bunch of things changed, and it's going to be the number 18 of Braxton Holbrooks, taking third. And we got our medals right here. Bronze for Braxton. Tell me about your moto, Braxton.
Good.
You have fun?
Yeah.
Who do you want to thank?
Soccer works. God. My mom, my dad, Mama, Papa Scott, and Michael, and Leah, Easton, and Jeremiah, and our family, and good job.
All right. Braxton Holbrooks, third place. There you go. Got to get a whole shot up in this piece. Really had a fun race. I mean, they went back and forth with the whole shot. Here we go. Come on up. This guy will be back for more in the second and third motos. He was pressing Schutte for the lead. Ended up going down. Still recovers for a solid finish. And gets Stasic whole shot award. Cooper Langdon. You okay?
Yeah.
Who do you want to thank?
My mom, my dad, Brody, Roxon, 100% Pro Flow for building my bike, Fox Shift, just all of those people, they helped me.
There you go. Nice job. Cooper Langdon. Keep an eye out for him.